Margaret was born in 1916, Russell in 1918, Hazel in 1920, and I was born in 1929. So I was just so much younger than they were. You know, Oliver Wendell Holmes wrote this poem about the last leaf. So I'm the last leaf, but I'm clinging.
Joanne Compton is the youngest of the 4 Dougherty siblings, the last surviving from her generation.
Well, it's a Model T. I don't know what year it is, but...
On this day, she and her nieces and nephews share family memories.
All those roads were dirt roads.
And humble beginnings.
We lived on a farm about 6 miles from Edmond. We lived in a big wooden farmhouse, no electricity, no plumbing.
What the Dougherty family did have was a strong sense of education. Joanne remembers she and her older siblings, Russell and Hazel, attended the normal school, which was on the campus of what is now the University of Central Oklahoma. It was natural for them to later attend college there.
I didn't think about going anywhere else. It was probably based somewhat on money, that I could live at home and I could go to school. And I knew that Central was a good college. Russell had been there and Margaret had been there. Hazel's husband went to Central too.
And so did Joanne's husband, Chuck, a distinguished UCO alumnus. The couple met in speech class. Their wedding was held at the Whitechapel on campus on Christmas Eve, 1950.
A beautiful, beautiful little chapel. And all of these young children attended our wedding. They were all there.
I don't think we behaved very well either.
Chuck and I both started to Central in 1947. We both have degrees in education. Central meant so much to him, and he always wanted to be a teacher. That was his ambition. And then when he left the classroom and went into the textbook selling business, he was so pleased because he was still associated with schools. And all of that teaching background and all that he learned at Central helped him.
Central was also the foundation for her sister Margaret's teaching career. Russell Bennett says his mother was a trailblazer.
I think she skipped a couple of grades, but anyway, she started high school when she was 12, and so I guess she was about 16 when she graduated from high school, and she wasn't even 20 when she graduated from college.
That's right.
She was 19. Really, my mother was the biggest Bronco cheerleader, blue and gold person. She was very active in the Alumni Association. She was a distinguished alumni in 1987. But she loved Central a lot. In her trust estate when she died, she designated a donation to Central to set up a scholarship for math education students.
He and my mother had met on campus earlier, and they got married just before he became an officer in the summer of 1942.
Chris Dougherty never got to meet his father, the only brother among the 4 Dougherty siblings. Russell Dougherty died in World War II, the first Edmond High School graduate killed in the war. An elementary school just a few blocks from Central bears his name.
I remember as a child, I would go to the school on occasion, and so many of the teachers there had been students with Russell, and they all knew him, and they could tell the students in the school about him personally.
Chris says the university was also an important part of both his mother and father's life.
That it was so significant to him when he joined the service, part of the options for them were to be trained as officers. If you're in the service, which he expected to be, it was really good to have a college background. And I think my father attributed his college background, although he didn't graduate to his opportunity to become an officer.
My aunts and uncles went there and had good educations, and it was just a great school.
Marcia Tuttle and her sister Linda Madison live in the metro and have watched the university transform over the years.
Oh, how it's grown. It just seems like every time you go around that campus, there's more and more construction.
It's wonderful to see the growth. It really is. It's exciting.
It's an exciting and special time for the Dougherty family. They're humbled to be honored as Central's Family of the Year.
The Doughertys were just common people. They weren't the physicians and the lawyers and like that. They were the laborers. They worked the field. They were farmers. And to think that from that humble beginnings, they've been able to be recognized as an outstanding family. And I think it's the values that have been instilled in our family that have caused that.